pain and bliss. It's early morning and I'm outside to get in touch with everything that's happening inside of me. And it's a bit hard to start to talk about it today because it's still somehow in a mode that's beyond words. So I start to be with you here just for a minute. The light is mild. It's a bit cloudy, but sun is coming through. It's very silent. Birds singing, but nobody around. Not many sounds of distant cars or civilization. It's good to get present, to be aware of what is around. It's good to focus on the outside for a moment, to be able to focus on the inside afterwards. Shifting the perception from outside to the inside and back can be very helpful to find our position in the whole. And I will start walking because that's helpful too. Pain. This is a topic that will probably never end. Be it something actual, triggered from the outside by persons or happenings. Be it something old, it's coming up, or being stirred by something coming from inside of us, needing attention and healing. Or sometimes it's something we cannot really grasp or put our finger on. Because it's beyond personal. It's just a pain that gets us like a thunderstorm and it's just smashing us to the ground. It's huge. Probably something collective. Maybe it's related to something we experience at the moment, so we are open for it, receptive. But in the end, pain is pain and it's challenging. We tend not wanting to have it. We tend to want to get rid of it soon, to be able to move on in our lives and do the things we want to do. And foremost, to be able to enjoy life again. It's not able to avoid pain. It's not able to get rid of it. It's not able not to have it. And it's not a weakness. It's not an issue. It's a given. Pain is something that belongs to life and existence. In my experience, in my perception. So it's more about being a friend of it, maybe. Being familiar and taking ourselves and the pain at the hand and saying, okay, I know you, you know me. What is it about? what can we do together? I mean, how about seeing the pain as a possibility to connect with ourselves, our inner, our past, to be able to connect to things happening in the outside, other people, the world, nature, earth, and to be able to connect to the great whole, humanity, creation, and God. This is the best and most beautiful way to perceive it in my eyes. Listen to this beautiful sound, some dry leaves in the mild wind. Nature is beautiful in every season. The seasons bring beauty and darkness and death, and so is life. Pain belongs to it as much as death and loss. As hard and challenging as it is sometimes to deal with it, it contains a certain beauty because of this possibility to use it as a doorway, to use it as a possibility to connect, to reconnect with the really crucial things of life, which always lie in the depth, deep within all that what is in a given moment. The light things, the beautiful things, things to celebrate, outgoing things. I wouldn't call them superficial at all, or shallow, or something that doesn't count in life. Of course not. It's beautiful, it's necessary. We need to be able to celebrate, go out and meet people and enjoy life, and all the light and bursting things of creation. But I think the power to drive it all, the power to live, the center, the anchor is in the depth of all things. And here's more this pain thing somehow. I want to shine another light on it now. Maybe you know this. You're somewhere, for example in nature, and you're really touched very deeply by the beauty you perceive and experience. And it can be so overwhelming, so absolutely breathtaking, that it feels like pain inside. You resonate with a feeling, it's very close to pain. It hurts. So beautiful it is. And this is because this touches this deep core inside. And when we see it this way, pain is not even the correct term anymore. I would rather call it reverence. and silence and bowing before the great whole and existence, realizing our place in this great and amazing whole, feeling small, feeling fragile, and yet this is the source of everything, of life, of ourselves. This is nothing personal. This is nothing that has a direct gain for ourselves in our lives, but it is that what we can always rely on, where we can always go, where we can always get inspiration and love. And when we consider all this I just said, then it's more than obvious that pain, or however you want to call it now, this reverence, this depth, this diving into our own core, which is the core of being, too. This is very close to bliss in the end. Because when we don't perceive it as something we have to avoid, as something that's not good, when we learn to relax into this state, something else comes up. We can experience joy. We can experience something moving, something fantastic. And this is bliss. Maybe it's not something that relates to celebration like we used to see it, outgoing, explosive with other people, expressive. It can be, but it doesn't have to. When I really think and feel about it, it is the same. To be in touch with life at its deepest core. And from there, being moved upwards like a spring, but not because we want it, not because we thrive for it, but it's just happening, this movement. And then we can celebrate because it's real, it's true. Yeah. Wow. I arrived on a great plain on my beloved grasslands now, and it's got much more bright light now. Sun is coming through the clouds, and it was a good journey I took here in my inner and on the outside, because it's always connected, no matter if we realize it or not. So I don't know if I will upload this anywhere. I think this is really for myself. And if I in the end decide to do so, I hope some people of you can make use of it as well. I say goodbye, thank you for listening, and never give up, staying in touch with yourself. Bye bye.